The 8 stages of the serve. Start. What do we want to see from the player?
Strong base.
Okay. All right. Awesome. We want to see a strong base. Okay. Tell me a little bit more. What do you mean by strong base?
Legs should be more wider.
Legs should be wider. Okay. How come?
Because I feel like it's too close, the legs in the video.
Okay. Abby, the moment you tell me I feel is the moment you're going to lose this argument to anybody that brings any sort of fact. Give me facts. Don't tell me how you feel. Tell me what's best when it comes to biomechanics or what's not. Okay. All right. Okay. So you want a wider base. I want you to think about that. Rohan, jump in.
So I would suggest to have a good stance that helps him to have a good foundation strength from the legs, so he can have a proper stable base, which helps him to
execute. Yes. Guys, this is the practical. Okay, you're absolutely right. That's the theoretical. Yes, we want a strong base. What makes him right now? Does he have a strong base or not?
It's narrow, so his one leg is behind, one leg is in front. If he gets it in a parallel line, so his right foot, if he can get it aligned to the baseline and more aligned to the front foot, then he'll be getting a proper good strong base.
I disagree. Now let's start with this though. Okay, tell me how his base is narrow. Where are his hips? Does he have his legs, the feet? Are they underneath his hips? Are they narrower than the hips? Or are they wider than the hips?
Legs are narrow.
You think the legs are going at an angle like this?
Yes.
Take a look at his hips. You're telling me right now the left foot is inside more of the hip or on the outside of the hip? And then you look at the right leg and tell me the foot is in a straight line from the hip. Is it coming inside or is it going to the outside? So in other words, here, is he here or is he here? So you see my hips are here. So if I draw a straight line, my feet are inside of my hips. If I'm here, I'm drawing a straight line, my feet and my hips are in one line. And if I'm wider, okay, like we want in an athletic stance in a ready position, then of course my hips now, okay, are narrower than my stance. You think his stance is narrow?
It's not narrow. It's like both are in the same aligning.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When you stand up, okay, when you stand up to feel comfortable, to feel balanced, how do you stand? With your feet wider than the hips, right underneath your hips, or your feet inside the hips?
Underneath the hips.
Straight parallel to the hips.
All right, straight parallel to the hips?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let me ask you again. Do you feel his stance is not strong?
Because it's parallel?
Well, the hip, yeah. So Rohan, correct me if I'm wrong. Parallel, you mean that the hips are here and then the feet, of course, are right here, correct? That's what you mean by parallel? Okay. So yeah, I would say, yeah, I mean, I would say they're parallel. That's fine. Okay. So now let me ask you though, again, do you feel now you look at it, do you feel he doesn't have a strong stance? If he goes wider, what's the advantage?
Then hips will be in the center, more balanced.
If you actually want to get down lower and have the center of gravity lower to maintain it, I would agree with you. But remember, what is he trying to do from this position? What's the most important thing on a serve besides contact? The extension, it's very important, but no. Tell me about the 8 stages of the serve. Rohan, what is the most important thing when it comes to the serve besides contact?
Walking and acceleration. And
okay, yeah, the acceleration. And part to Abby's point is the extension going up. Okay, Rohan, to your point, okay, is to make sure that you accelerate, so also going up. Okay, so the cocking being the 4th stage, the acceleration being the 5th, the loading. Yeah. The loading is the most important aspect. Okay, the loading on the back leg. Now, remember, this isn't to say it's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's really like 1A, 1B, 1C. They're all important. but especially the loading so you are able then to go up. So now think about this though. If he's trying to load and then jump as high as he can, how do you jump as high as you can? So if you ever tested a vertical before, the players or the athlete, how do they jump? Think about how they jump. Do they jump with their feet really wide apart and jump up? Or do they actually put their feet right underneath the hips and jump up? Try it. If you want to stand up right now and try it, jump as high as you can and tell me if you can jump as high as you can with your feet wide apart. Okay? Tell me if you put them really narrow, if you jump as high as you can, or if you actually put them underneath your hips. Which one will you jump the highest? Guys, don't think about it so much. Try it yourself. You want to, if you have questions, now, by the way, if you don't want to, you don't have to, but you can just try it and see. What do you think, Rohan?
Underneath.
Yeah, right underneath the hips. Right underneath the hips. Okay, so actually his stance is extremely strong. From here, by the way, he's going to go platform. You guys have seen him. Okay, from here, he can really load up on the back and then go up. Okay, he's very neutral. You look at him right there, he can have a conversation with you for 5 minutes, easily. His feet are in that position where he's just standing up comfortable. Now, there's going to be staggered where the left foot is going to be slightly in front of the right. Okay, when it comes to, the left foot is going to be closer to the single sideline than the right, which is going to help him load. So that brings me to the next point, though, Rohan. You said his feet need to be in a line. What do you mean?
Yeah. So we draw an arrow that gets in a way like in front of each other, not like one leg is behind like this. Should be aligned in a way that helps him to load more down and then accelerate up. If like this, then he can get loading a little different.
Okay, this is my baseline. You want my feet, all right, let's do it this way. So I'm gonna give you 2 angles. I'm gonna use this as a baseline. We're gonna use this as a baseline. So right now I'm serving that way. Okay, so you're telling me right now you want my feet to be in a straight line like this?
Yes.
I'll show you another one. Okay, so my feet should be in a straight line.
Yeah.
Okay, you actually want, you want the back foot to go back a little bit, bud. Now, depending on the do's and Abby, this is something maybe you've heard it before, Ron, you and I have worked on this before. In a straight line, okay, is not conducive to loading, actually. You want to have the foot slightly back on the do side, okay? So you see, actually, let me show you a different angle. Imagine how I'm serving that way, okay? Yeah, so I'm serving towards the closet. Okay. You want on the do side, you want my foot here to be closer to the middle of my front foot. So you see my back foot, the toe is now in the middle of my back foot. Okay, that's one. If I'm now playing on the ad side, yeah, but as a right-hander, you can have your foot slightly further back, towards the back of the foot. But you do want them staggered. You do want them staggered. You don't want a complete straight line. And the way Shamuk has his feet right now, he actually has the back foot right in the middle, okay, of the front foot.
How does it help us in a way to load better?
Great question. Okay, so from there, when the foot's a little further back, it's going to actually help you because remember, loading is 2 things: it's bending and turning. So you have a bend and a torque. Okay, so when the foot's slightly back, it's going to help you. Now remember this: when we talk about on the do side, though. Okay, you can't have the foot too far back because then the natural angle is going to be way off towards like the next court. Okay. Oh, sorry. The natural angle is there, and you're trying to serve the ball over there. On the ad side, the natural angle works really, really well for a right-hander. For a left-hander, of course, like Abby, the natural angle is going to be on the do side. Okay, so it's going to help you when you stagger your feet. It's going to help you down and turning. So that's the loaded position. All right, so actually the stance here, I think, is actually phenomenal. It's really, really good. And to be fair, I'm only giving you guys a side angle here. I'm not giving you an angle from the back. Okay, from this position, what do we see now with the release? What do you think about this position here?
No load.
Yeah, but he's not in a loading phase. Right now, he is in a release phase. Tell me about the left arm and tell me about the right arm. Let me play this a little bit and you tell me about the left arm in relationship to the right arm. Okay, you see here, look at the left arm. You see here, you look at the left arm. You see here, you look at the left arm. You see here, you look at the left arm. You see here, look at the left arm. What has the right arm done the whole time?
Right arm is down.
Yeah, but tell me more. You're right. Okay, but look at the positions, the different
Both are,
positions of the left arm. What has the right arm done?
they are not syncing together.
I need more than that. You're correct, but I need more. What is the right arm doing while the left arm is going up?
Left arm is
It's
going
not,
down.
The left arm is not down? Not,
Yeah.
what do you mean
the
the
right,
left arm is down? Tell me here about the right arm, guys. The
right,
left arm
right
is
arm is not
doing
going up.
Say it again?
Right arm.
Right arm is not going up.
Yeah, the right arm is not doing anything. The right arm is stuck. It's stuck. So as the left arm goes to release close to a loaded position, okay, because we haven't really loaded, okay, the right arm is not doing anything. So here's the question, what happens here? Because he still has some trouble when it comes to his toss, okay? Why? Where is his center of mass? If he's doing everything, okay, with the left arm, where is his center of mass for the most part? Remember, at the end of the day, we want to make sure we're balanced. We want to make sure we're in equilibrium. Okay, the right leg is going to help you, but also what else is going to help you to have a counterbalance?
I think center of mass is being in forward.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. The center of mass now is going forward. Okay, so we have to make sure now that through here, he actually is able to now go asynchronized, but get now, like you said to Rohan earlier, shoulder, shoulder, elbow, to you're saying though, Abby, then you have a center of mass that's in the middle. Right now, a center of mass, okay, it's going to be slightly forward. Okay, he has to do something with the right arm.
He has to move together so that it can come in the middle.
Absolutely. So he's got to move together to make sure the center of mass is right through the middle. Okay, now here's the question now. So this is, again, we're going through his screening when it comes to video analysis. So how do we do it? How do we help? What kind of plan or what can we do to make sure that he goes out there and he's able to work and actually working the hands together? Because you got one hand that's working and the other one's not. The other one kind of just becomes a bystander until one finishes and then the other one starts moving, as we see here. So what can we do with them?
You can start introducing him to big wheel.
Go ahead, Ron. Start introducing them to what?
Big wheel.
Yeah, to a big wheel. Okay, to bringing the hand down. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that's very good. Okay, what else can we do? So that's more the technical side to make sure that he actually comes down a little bit because he's abbreviated, huh? He comes straight up with the racket when he does. Okay, I mean, look how close the racket is to his head right now. See that position there? Okay, so I completely agree with you. Okay, what else can we do?
Can we change the ball?
Go ahead, physical. Yeah, Ron, I'm going to get back to you. I think that's great because you said physical. Abby, go ahead.
Can we change the balls like a slightly lighter for this?
It's a great point. What is the advantage of going with a lighter ball here?
Green dot.
Yeah, but how come?
It will with the coordination. It will help with the coordination.
Yeah, what property is going to help with the coordination?
Both the arms going up together, like balance.
Yeah, now think about this though, Abby. How come we use the different color balls, the red, the orange, and the green?